Sometimes it's the smallest choice that carries the biggest weight. The decision to get up an hour earlier, to say no to something that's been draining you, to say yes to a dream you've buried under doubt. You're one decision away from breaking free, from stepping into the life you've always imagined but never dared to claim. So today, let's unpack this. Let's talk about the consequences of that one decision, how it ripples out, how it builds momentum, how it transforms you from the inside out. Because here's the deal. Every single one of us is standing at a crossroads right now. Yes, you, watching this video, wherever you are, whatever you're going through. You're at a tipping point, and the beauty of it, you get to choose what happens next. Think about your life like a map. There are paths you've walked, some smooth, some rocky, and there are paths you've avoided, maybe out of fear, maybe out of habit. But right now, in this very moment, you're at a crossroads. And at every crossroads, there's a decision to be made. Do you stay on the familiar trail, the one you know, the one that's safe but maybe stagnant? Or do you take the turn, the one that's uncertain, the one that demands something more from you? History is full of people who were one decision away from everything changing. Think about Rosa Parks. One day, she decided not to give up her seat on that bus in Montgomery. One decision. It wasn't just about her. It sparked a movement. It shifted a nation. Or take someone like J.K. Rowling, who decided to keep submitting her manuscript despite rejection after rejection. One decision to push forward, and now her words have touched millions. But this isn't just about icons. This is about you. Maybe your decision isn't about changing the world yet. Maybe it's about changing your world. The decision to leave a toxic relationship, to start that business you've been sketching out on napkins, to pick up the phone and ask for help. One decision. That's where it starts. And here's the kicker. You don't even have to see the whole path. You just have to take the first step. Because every decision you make has consequences. Good, bad, or somewhere in between. And those consequences, they're the building blocks of your life. Let's talk about consequences for a minute. Every decision you make is like dropping a stone into a pond. The ripples spread out, touching places you can't even see yet. Say you decide today, right now, to commit to learning a new skill. Maybe it's coding, maybe it's public speaking, maybe it's cooking. Doesn't matter. You start small, 15 minutes a day. That's your stone hitting the water. First ripple, you get better. You feel a little prouder. Second ripple, someone notices, maybe a friend, maybe a boss, and they ask you about it. Third ripple, that skill opens a door, a side hustle, a promotion, a connection. Before you know it, those ripples have carried you somewhere you never imagined, all because of that one decision to start. But it works the other way too. Decide to stay stuck, scrolling endlessly, avoiding the hard stuff, and the ripples still spread. Stagnation, frustration, regret. The consequences don't care if you meant well. They just follow the choice you made. I want you to picture this. 5 years from now, where are you? Seriously, close your eyes for a second and imagine it. Are you proud of who you see? Are you living with purpose? Or are you looking back, wishing you'd made that one decision differently? The truth is, the future you is begging the present you to choose wisely, because the consequences are coming either way. So what does it take to make that one decision? Let's break it down. First, it takes awareness. You got to know where you are and where you want to go. Look at your life right now, what's working, what's not. Be honest. That's your starting line. Second, it takes courage. Oh man, does it take courage? Because the decision that changes everything, it's rarely the easy one. It's the one that makes your palms sweat, the one that keeps you up at night. But here's the secret. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. Third, it takes action. A decision isn't just a thought. It's a commitment backed by movement. You decide to get healthy? Lace up those sneakers. You decide to chase your passion? Open that laptop and start typing. Action turns one decision into one transformation. And finally, it takes faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in the process. Faith that the ripples will carry you somewhere worth going. You might not see the payoff tomorrow, or next week, or even next year, but you trust that it's coming. Let me tell you about a guy I met once. Let's call him Mike. Mike was stuck in a dead-end job, paycheck to paycheck, miserable. One day, he made a decision. He'd go back to school. Not easy. 40 years old, 2 kids, bills piling up. But he enrolled in night classes. One decision. Fast forward 3 years. He's got a degree, a better job, and a smile that lights up the room. He told me, "Ken, I was one choice away from staying miserable. That's all it took. Now it's your turn. What's the one decision you've been avoiding? The one that's whispering to you, tugging at your gut? Maybe it's to forgive someone, yourself included. Maybe it's to walk away from something that's holding you back. Maybe it's to finally say, I'm worth it, and go after what sets your soul on fire. I get it, it's scary. What if you fail? What if it doesn't work? But let me ask you this, what if it does? What if that one decision is the key to everything you've been dreaming of? The consequences of doing nothing are far scarier than the consequences of trying. So here's your challenge. Before this video ends, pick your one decision. Write it down. Take the first step. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be big. Just start. Because you're not just one decision away from a new chapter. You're one decision away from a new you. A you that's bolder, stronger, freer. A you that looks back and says, I did that. I chose that. And it changed everything. We're all one decision away, my friends. One choice from breaking the cycle. One choice from building the life we deserve. The clock's ticking, but the good news? You've got the power to decide what happens next. If this hit home for you, hit that like button. It tells me you're in this with me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join this community of dreamers and doers. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And most importantly, go make that decision.